So as he said, I'm a junior, which means that I've had to make a lot of scary choices recently, a lot of big ones, career, education, and I'm sure a lot of you have felt the same way. What I find interesting is that I've been navigating this new kind of journey, I guess. I've almost felt evaluated or almost criticized when I discuss my future dreams and aspirations with others. What's interesting is that oftentimes those who I talk about and who almost judge are other women. In a society where we try to encourage individuality and accept other people's dreams, I think this is an ironic twist. My definition of womanhood and success is and can be different. That is completely okay. It can be different than yours, and that's all right, as long as respect is a part of the conversation. So, today I'm going to talk a little bit about what we can do. Why we should stop forcing this hypocrisy and this double-minded kind of ideas on our youth, especially young women, and and why we should put an end to that. So I hope you will enjoy with me my girl. Okay. They tell me, little girl, stay small. But when they say stay small, they mean don't get up too fast. Dizziness only leads to falling, and falling is the opposite of looking up to others, never quite able to meet them in the eyes, because baby, little girl, let the big kids handle this one. But when they say big kids, they mean those who are not trapped crawling, unable to support themselves on their own 2 feet. Their legs are too weak. They can barely make it through a week. Then they tell me, big girl, stand tall. Push ahead, turn some heads. Women wear heels, big girl women get to work. But when they say get to work, they mean settle down and make a choice. And what if you choose to do isn't what they consider real work? Well, then that's a shame, girl. Because you see, the problem with choice is it means growing up, guessing yourself. And no, I don't mean double guessing. I mean actually putting your future up to a chance of choice. And life is hard sometimes. Like cards, I can never quite grasp the concept. I just take the hand I'm dealt and do my best. I couldn't tell you the difference between a club and a spade, and sometimes I do start to play Go Fish. Does the game end when I say Uno? You tell me. Uno, as in one, as in unique, as in you are one of a kind, girl. But then they tell me, we're all the same, girl. This game has too many rules for my taste. You know what else this game of life is? It is lonely. Freezing, cold, unshakable loneliness that not even my mama can chase away sometimes. And it's not that I want to be lonely or that I am, in fact, alone. It's just that everybody seems to have something definite, a bookmark of interest. And me? I just run around in circles trying to find where I belong. Circles as empty as those eyes when I discovered that numb looks a lot like lonely. You just don't mind how cold the bathroom floor is. We are stuck in a twilight zone, a world unknown, on the cusp of adulthood, on the corners of our past, the street of sticky fingers stained popsicle red, the lane of kisses soft and fuzzy like the blanket you used to protect yourself from the dark that invaded your room. I am the awkwardness of a first kiss, that moment when you close your eyes and suddenly your tongue has never been more self-aware that it doesn't sit right in your mouth, like how I don't quite sit right in my chair. A chair whose straight back and painted plastic reminds me that conformity is a double-edged sword. They tell me to break the mold, be you, girl. But chances are, if your views aren't mainstream cool, they will break you, girl. Because nowadays, everything is a contradiction, and no one wants to hear, excuse me. So when I sit down next to you and make you uncomfortable with my small talk, it is because I am scared. I'm crying out because I am scared. I am scared because when I look into the mirror, the only thing looking back at me is uncertainty. A girl whose wide eyes and staggering breath reflects the movements of her mind. A girl I did not ask to become acquainted with, but who decided to stick around because I made the mistake of saying hi. She is a little girl. Excuse me. How do I explain that when I peer into my mirror at night, I can't stay here too long because I'm scared my reflection will move without my permission? I am terrified of becoming a bystander in my own life, helpless as an extra in the wings as the action takes place on stage. They say this world is a stage. Correction. This world is my stage. And no, I'm not an actor with a role. No, I am the whole entire play, and you will watch me front and center. The side of my life is a tragedy or a drama. You can either cry with me or at me. Either way, I will have tissues because I am a tissue box of issues. Ask anyone I know. My insecurity in the security of my future is a soap opera that nobody asked for, but one I can't stop. It is the learned behavior I try to lock away in a safe to keep myself safe from the sorry songs I allow in my head. My unwillingness to accept adulthood is my dirty little secret. Excuse me. It is the living room covered with footprints for everyone to see as I step inside myself and confront the years of neglected spring cleaning that requires stepping into an attic of memories and attacking the voices of those who have made me question every part of myself until I am no longer sure. Sure is the shore on the other side of an ocean. And when I say ocean, I mean time. I mean that ever-expanding, always changing phenomenon of time, with its seconds as numerous as sand. Time is what makes little girls big. And what I feel like is bullying, but is really just the confidence enough to let me fall. They tell me little girl, big girl. Let me tell you something. This girl is my girl. She will not be told when to sit still, look pretty, when to speak out, what to agree with, what defines her success. She will be who she pleases, when she pleases. She will not be forced to identify with cliches and stereotypes. She will not be labeled. Let me make one thing clear. She loves lipstick and pink and sees everything right with that. She will not be told to be more boy because big or little, she is proud of girl. And she will be who she wants. Thank you.